Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. And today I'm going to be going more in depth about what is a refeed day and whether or not to know if you need one. So let's get started. Alright, so I want to thank everybody for watching my last video, and based on the feedback, I apologize that the sound quality was poor and I wanted to refilm some important notes as well as elaborate a little bit more about what a refeed day is. So before I get started though, please make sure you are following me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Gauge Girl Training, where I do live Q&As on nutrition science, where you can directly ask me live any questions that you have. So make sure you are following me on Instagram at Gauge Girl Training. Okay, so to begin, what is a refeed day? A refeed day is something that you would want to consider when you have been on a caloric deficit for an extended period of time. When you're on a caloric deficit, most people have a tendency to go a little bit lower in carbs, just fine. It's effective for fast fat loss. However, after a while, your metabolism can drop. And as your metabolism slows down, something else also decreases, and that is a hormone called leptin. As your leptin levels decrease, your ability to drop body fat tends to slow down, and you can be almost at a standstill with your goals. Leptin is a hormone that regulates your satiety and your energy intake. So the scientific basis for a refeed day is basically the leptin boosting power of a temporary increase in calories. So why do you want to do this? It's because as your metabolism is dropping, you are dropping body fat, but if that stalls, you would want to temporarily boost your leptin levels to allow your body to realize that, number one, that you're not starving to death, number two, that your metabolism is functioning efficiently, and number three, to make sure that your hormones are functioning properly, because as calorie drops, the production of the hormone leptin will drop. So a refeed, again, is a strategic, short-term, planned period of overfeeding, and it happens in the form of an increase in calories. So how much should you go up for a refeed day, and how frequently should you do it? I recommend that you don't take a refeed day unless you have been on a caloric deficit for at least 21 days, because if you really haven't been on like a legit caloric deficit, you don't need to refeed yourself because your leptin levels aren't low. You have no reason to do so. However, if you have been on for a while and you notice that your progress is starting to taper off, you definitely want to do this. It's going to feel like are almost taking a step backwards in order to progress forward, but that is what needs to happen in order to make sure that you are still progressing nicely. So how much should you take in, and what should it be? In general, I recommend that you increase your refeed calories based off of approximately 25 to 40% carbohydrates. Now, the reason I primarily want this to be carbohydrates as opposed to other macros is because insulin is the primary factor that's going to have an increase in leptin concentration. Lipid concentration and protein concentration, even if you boost those up, they are not going to drive up leptin specifically. So I recommend going anywhere from 25 to 40% of your current carbohydrate intake. Now, the range is going to vary dramatically based off of you, your goals, your current body composition, your current goals, as well as what your training looks like. But that's a decent range to get you guys started. And if you need help calculating your macros, please check out one of my macros tutorials where you can find out all of the information of how to calculate that out, so then you know to take approximately 25 to 40% above and beyond your carb intake, so you know where to go. So if there's any questions or concerns, please comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.